residuals. Don't want to bother anybody with it. Try not to, anyways. I'm gonna need that bottle of water there, Bernie. Thank you. Appreciate that. Uh, Gotta pull up the chat here so I can talk to y'all. That's better. A little lubrication for the throat, if you will. Sorry, I'm a little congested still. Well, let me get to my chat, see who's all in there. I'm sure somebody's in there already. Looks like Booger Snack's in there. Welcome. Nice to have you here, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know if you're, I don't want to, misgender you. Ferry, welcome. Nice to have you here. Nomfic is in the house. What's up, Nomfic? Nice to have you here. It is the Trickle Up with MLH mini marathon. We're going to be Keeper. Welcome. He says, "Yay, Bernie." Yeah, Bernie's in the house. She's in studio. Bernie, you want to say hi to everybody before we get started?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. That sexy, sultry morning voice, I'm embarrassing her. Aussie Nathan, welcome. Nice to have you here. Squatch. What is a mini about a marathon? I know. Okay, I'll explain that portion in a little bit. Squatch, there's a reason. I don't want this to be drawn out for a certain reason. It was going to be an all-day thing, but I have to shorten it, and I'll tell you why. Big Chief in the house. Man, Big Chief, buddy. You are a badasser, and you know why. Ellie's in the house. Yes. Who else we got in here? I think this is a good start. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna make a lot of people happy today. We're gonna make a lot of people cry. We're gonna make a lot of people pissed off with what I'm doing here. But I really don't care. The message is sound, and this is the beginning of something big. I think everybody, at least I hope so. And I will be challenged. Oh well, let's just hit you guys with the Sanford intro, and then we'll get into it. All right. Welcome, everybody, to a special mini marathon, Trickle Up with MLH. I'll explain the mini marathon portion of it here in just a second. We're doing something special for a special someone today. But there's a bigger message with what I'm doing, and I know people are a little confused. They're like, you were talking about grifting the other day, and now you're doing this, and they were a little confused. All right, there's a big difference. I'm not grifting. All right, I'm raising money for a very specific person in my community here in Denver, the Denver Metro. Not connected. Okay, we should be reconnected, man. I don't know. Sometimes the internet here is a little wonky. Can you guys hear me? Give me a 5x5 in the chat, and we will commence here. I got to make sure that you guys can hear the message. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Fairy in chat, man. That's funny. Question: how do you make a tissue dance? Answer: you put a little boogie in it. Can you all hear me? Give me a 5x5 in chat. All right, there it is. 5x5. Keeper, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so someone did privately message me, email me, to ask me about this specifically. And, how it can... Actually, it wasn't an email. It was you know who it was? It was Bluto. And he'll be in here soon, I'm sure. Narrator, good morning to you, ma'am. Nice to have you here. Um, and the message was not lost on me, right? Like you just and I clarified, and he actually meant that the thing I'm doing could become nefarious. To which I say I can't help that, but I'm trying to make a little bit of a statement here with this trickle up thing. If any, a lot of you older folks, I don't want to date anybody in chat, but I know my audience. My audience is about my age and older. I know I have some younger people, some older people, stuff like that. But back in the 80s, Reagan introduced his economic plan, and they attached the trickle down moniker to it, trickle down economics. Let me take a drink and I'll give you a quick little lesson on what that is. Okay, trickle down economics was the theory that if you give the people at the top of the money chain more money, the more money you give them, the more money they would be willing to give on down, to their, like if you're an owner of the way it's supposed to work is, these people have so much money, so they're just going to give it to the people right below them, and those people would give it to the people below them, and it eventually would get to all of us, right? It was a disastrous economic plan, and it began the capitalistic spiral that we're in now, right? With rising grocery prices. I mean, nothing ever really goes down in price. I mean, there's tricks that people will do, like buy one get one free. How many times have you seen that? There's half off sale. There's all these different tricks that they give us to make us believe that some of this stuff is working, right? Sales, all that type of stuff, right? So I got to thinking, it's disastrous, right? It has been disastrous for the American people, and I know I have people in other markets that listen to this channel, and to those people I say, I hope that you can understand what I'm doing here, and I don't know your country's economics and how they work. I just know how they work here. And they don't work for any of us down at the bottom. That's what I will say, okay? But what I will say is nobody's ever tried to make a real impact, a real change, a real wrench in the system, right? First of all, let's talk about why this is going to be, what this is. And I'm going to be the wrench in this system. I'm hoping that I'm the first person to start a movement, okay, much like the Ice Bucket Challenge back in the day. I don't know if you guys, participated in that, but that was really fun, and I participated in it. This is exactly what I want to do. I wanted to get to a point where it snowballs so big, and let's see how high we can go. I hope a celebrity co-ops it. I hope, somebody of prominence co-ops it until it just trickles all the way up to maybe a prominent millionaire or billionaire that understands the gravity of the situation. They might not do anything, right? In fact, I expect them not to do anything. But but maybe, just maybe, this will raise awareness to what is going on economically in this country. Plus, I truly feel this is going to benefit some really good people in all of our communities, okay? And you guys specifically, my audience, my subscribers, the chatters, you guys are going to be the gatekeepers, right? And this is how I envision it working, right? I start it, right? And then I challenge someone else to do the same thing. It's up to us, right? All the subscribers to go to that channel and put pressure on that person. Hey, MLH challenged you to do this, right? And you guys can follow the chain, right? If you want. There's no obligation. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything, but I do need a little help in this regard. I need a little bit of pressure, right? little bit of pressure, and the amount of money doesn't matter, right? Today, I am gonna I'm challenging myself and all of us to come up with a little money for a very special person, which I will talk about here in a second. Okay. Um, I'm putting up $100. I want to match that, and I've got a big surprise for you guys here in a minute. All right. And if we go above and beyond, that's awesome too. The amount of money doesn't matter. The next person I challenge can start with $1, and if they match that dollar, if their subscribers match $1 or whatever their amount is, they can create it, right? I'm putting up or shutting up with $100, right? So my idea is this: we challenge another channel to raise money for somebody in their community, right? Maybe it's a chatter, maybe it's a person that they're thinking of, maybe it's got to be somebody in their local community, right? Somebody special. Maybe it is a cancer patient that needs a little extra money or whatever, but that's not a requirement. That's not the point of this, right? Everyday people struggle as much as anybody else, right? It doesn't have to be a sad sob story. Maybe somebody just is a really good parent and you notice that and you want to help them out and say, you know what, here's this money for you. It's kind of a pay it forward, but we're paying it forward upwards type of thing, right? And we're going to continue to do that to maybe everybody in the YouTube community, because YouTube is big. I think there's like 50 million, 60 million channels. And so there's a plethora of people that can be challenged with this challenge. And I'm hoping that it goes viral. I'm hoping that people recognize what I'm doing, recognizing that all of us are struggling. But if we stick together, we can provide at least a little bit of joy in somebody's life. Okay. Now I am asking people right now. All right. Let me just be fully transparent here. I'm going to tell you guys all of the donations that I get today. Right. If you want to remain anonymous, that's perfectly okay. Just put an anonymous in there. If you don't want to remain anonymous, that's cool too. I have the usual links: Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Those are the three best ones that you guys can donate to. Oh, you know what? I got to do something else here. If you guys give me just a quick second, because I do have Buy Me a Coffee too. And let's see. Let me log in here. Totally forgot about Buy Me a Coffee. Let me log in. We'll do this one. A couple of people have already donated to this cause because I explained it on a previous stream. And I want to give those people. So we're going to add Ellie. If you're taking count, Ellie has been my accountant when it comes to these things, because I two $5 donations, Ellie, and I'll tell those in just a bit. But let me get back to chat here. So the original idea was to match $100, right? And then if we went beyond, that's great too. Well, I'm here to announce that we've already met our goal before I even did this stream. So I have a little bit over $100 or $200. My $100 and some very, very generous donations that I'm gonna talk about here. Let's see. Ellie, do we want to? I know I gave you the list. Do you want to text me the list so I can name those out, or do you want to put them in chat so that I can name them as we go here? Booger coffee, booger snacks in chat. What's up? Yeah, it's in the thing too. But I just wanted to let you know that there were two in there. We've already hit our goal, but look. The reason that I'm doing this, and that's why this is going to be a mini marathon, right? Because I want to give everybody a chance to also donate, right? And even after I'm done with this stream, You can donate, and I will credit you probably on the comment show Saturday. But we want to, it's going to continue after. I'll leave it open until we do the stream where we present. It's not going to be a stream. I misspoke. I'm going to do a static video. I will announce at the end of this stream. I'm going to announce what we get on this stream, and if I get any more after that people want to add to the Trickle Up a thing that I'm doing here, I will add that to the total, and then we are going to present that money to a very special person. Okay, and I don't want to use her name, so I'm going to call her Beth. Her name is Beth, right? She's a waitress, right? And the reason that I'm going to give Beth, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to blur out face and name and all that, because I don't want her to get fired. I don't want there to be any repercussions for this person or anything of that nature. But I will do a video and showing all of you, being fully transparent, that I'm going to hand every penny of this money to Beth. Okay, and let me tell you about Beth. All right, and this is just say the amounts. Okay. Fab Driz says Driz up with MLH. Driz is what's up, Fab Driz? Nice to have you in here, buddy. By the way, tonight is Hot Tub Time Machine with Bernie B. If you guys want to join, make sure you sub up to Bernie. It's a lot of fun. A little bit of adult karaoke fun. Okay. So I'm not going to say any names. Let's all of us remain anonymous. You guys are very, very awesome. Ellie, do you want to text me the amounts and where they came from? I'll leave that up to you. But here's what I'm saying. This person is awesome. Okay, she is a server at a local restaurant, and Bernie and I have been going here for years. And the reason that we've been going here for years is because every single time we go to this restaurant, Beth is the best waitress you can possibly imagine. All right. After she got to know us, right, a little bit, in little small conversations, she noticed that we were coming fairly regularly. What would you say, Bernie? Maybe once a week or once a month or twice a month, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she started to learn us, right? She knew exactly what our drinks were, right? So now every time we go into this restaurant, she has our drinks ready, and she always asks us, do you need a menu, or do you know what you guys want? Because usually we order the same thing, and sometimes we'll get a menu, but most times we'll just say the usual. She knows what we order, and she just goes and gets it and comes back and is super pleasant, and just awesome. Okay, so let me go ahead. And I did a little thing here, so let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna read off all of these donations, okay? Not the people, just the. I don't want to embarrass anybody, so we're just gonna make it very, very anonymous. If you want to, if you're a donor to Trickle Up with MLH and you want to be known, put a comment. Let people know what you donated, and I will announce it on the next comment show. Okay. So I already mentioned that we hit a goal, right? I put up $100. Put up or shut up, right? If I got to be a man of my word, right? So here's the running total that I got so far. Cash App. There are two donors. Okay, one donor donated $50. Another donated $25. PayPal, one donor, $5. Venmo, two donors for $10 each. One donor on Venmo for $10. Buy me a coffee. Oh, wait a minute. No. Two donors on Venmo for $30, right? A total of $30, one for $20 and one for $10. On Buy Me a Coffee, I just got another one. Another one came in from Cash App for $5. So I appreciate that very much. So what does that put us at, chat? We have 75 plus now a total of 10 on PayPal. Oh no, I'm sorry. Fuck. $5 on PayPal. Venmo we got $30. And Buy Me a Coffee we got $10. And I just got another Cash App for $5. So what is our grand total in chat so far, everybody? MTK, thank you for gifting that membership. Really appreciate that. Adam, make sure you, if you're in here, make sure and let Matthew know that, total of 120, well, plus my $100. So now we're up to $220. We're gonna continue getting donations this entire stream. So I wanted to give you guys that didn't have a chance to donate. I think it's a very worthy cause. Let me tell you the story of why I'm doing it for this particular person, because there's a reason. It's not just because she's a server. It's not just because she works her ass off. It's not just because she treats every customer with respect. It's not because she basically can handle customer complaints like a boss. And it's not because she does the job of a server and a manager. A lot of times the general manager isn't there and she has to do all of those duties plus her duties. It's not only because she doesn't make a lot of money. Well, let's just be honest. She doesn't make a lot of money, and that's the reason why. But there's a very specific story that I want to tell you about Beth, okay? Beth, any super chats count too. So if you guys do any super chats, I will eat the cost of the YouTube tax. So if you, let's say you send $5, normally I would get about maybe 3 of that back, or a little over 3. I don't know. It's like 30% that they take. So if you do a super chat, you give $5. That whatever the super chat is what I'm gonna put into the pile. So there you go. 125 total is what we got. Ellie says. Okay. So, well, 225 because I'm adding my $100 in there. Hopefully, you know what? Let's set a mini goal. Let's set a mini goal of $300. That would be really cool. So if we could get a total of $300, that would be amazing. And anything above on that, more amazing. On and on. I mean, if we could raise more, I mean, I would love to hand this woman $400 or $500 because she absolutely 100% deserves it. And let me tell you why I'm specifically asking money for this particular person, Beth. Bernie and I were sitting there and we were chit-chatting a little bit with her because it wasn't super busy at this restaurant. And Beth told me kind of a heartbreaking thing, not anything personal about anything in particular. She basically what she, I'm sorry, I'm just getting text galore and it's hard to keep up with everything. Okay, so she told us a story about this might be a mini marathon, maybe about an hour long, but because something just came up. But anyways, so Beth and I and Bernie, Beth and I are chatting it up a little bit, So I was like quite curious. I had been going to this restaurant for, a few years, and Beth always treated us really good. And so finally, I decided to ask her basically about money, and something very specific. I knew she worked for tips, right? All servers work for tips, and they all work really, really hard. Story about a man named Jed. Keeper, you're funny. Um, yes, I'll tell you who I'm gonna challenge. It has to be another YouTuber. So that YouTuber has to challenge another YouTuber, and then so on and so forth. Fab Driz. So if you're wondering about that, it's up to us, because I'm the start of this, to go to that chat, and also this is gonna help YouTubers, right? Hopefully, I mean that's I don't get a benefit from this because I'm starting this thing, but maybe that's what'll happen. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how far it goes. You guys can follow the chain, right? You can find out who if that person accepts it, which is up to us. I'm pretty sure the person I'm going to challenge is going to accept it, but and I'll announce that too, who I'm challenging to do it. Oh wow, okay, MTK. He says he just dropped $5. Oh yeah, Matthew. Okay, well Matthew outed himself. He gave $5. So there you go, Matthew. All right, so there you go. That's so. Anyways, to finish my story with Beth. We're all talking, and I get distracted like squirrel, ooh, squirrel, So I asked her, I said, Beth, how much, I mean, I don't mean to pry too much, but do you make a lot of tips here? And she looked at me, and she said, to be honest, not really. And I was shocked. I was like, well, what percentage of people do you think give tips here? She's like, honestly, probably 80% of people that come in here don't tip. And I looked at her like shocked. I'm like, you mean to tell me that in all the time you're working here, you've been working for 20%? You have to hope that those 20% of people that come in here to tip you? And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, how do you survive doing this job? And she says, well, on the busy days, I make ends meet on the busy days. If it's not busy, then I hardly make any money. But the busy days are what makes it worth it. So I got to thinking about that. Wow, Nompic, thank you for the 20. So add that to the total. He just threw in a $20 super. So there you go. Now we're up to, I believe, 250. Wow, holy cow! Thank you very much, Nompic. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I was heartbroken because I had been eating at this restaurant for years. Me and Bernie and I should say, to be grammatically correct, and both Bernie and I like felt a sadness in our heart, right? And from that point on, I always give a $10 tip. Our bill is never much more than like $20-$25, around there. So I try to do my part to basically double let's say it's a $25 bill. Normally you would do 20%, right? If for really great service, 20%. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. This server has taken care of us for so long, and she continues to do so with that smile. There's no way I'm going to allow myself to not go above and beyond, right? So every single time we go in there, I give her $10, which covers probably double what a really, really great server would do. So I basically give 40% every time. Keeper says 60 to 80 a night, bouncing in the 90s. Bartenders 200 plus. Yeah. You see? Yeah. I know, Keeper. But this is a different. I mean, servers in general don't make squat, right? And this is part of the problem. That's a hardworking woman that has worked her tail off for years for 20% of the people that walk in there to give her a tip. I mean, get real. Get out of here. I was like, no way, man. I'm going to do my best to do my part to make her life a little easier. I know that $10 isn't going to do nothing, but at least that it's symbolic at most. And that's what this is. It's symbolic. So, yes, Beth is going to get a very, very pleasant surprise. We're already up to 250. We're probably only going to go to 11. Let me check everything just to make sure I didn't get any more moolah. We got the 5 that I mentioned from Cash App. So let me go ahead and reply. You know who you are, who sent that. Let me reply to you. Come on. What's wrong with you? It won't let me reply. But you know who... Oh, there it is. There you go. I just gave you a reply. And you know who you were that sent me the $5 Cash App. Let's go to PayPal. Let's see if we got anything in PayPal. Okay, I mentioned those ones already, so we're nothing on PayPal yet. Let's go to Venmo, just to make sure nobody snuck in a Venmo. And no, we're at the same thing. And by the way, I'm going to announce this too. Somebody on Venmo, I'll give the initials. It's PF. A very wonderful member of the community gave me another additional $25 for homeless outreach. So I'm announcing here I'm going to match that, and I'm going to have a special stream for PF in honor of PF to do homeless outreach in the near future. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. So really, really good news here. So we're already up to Keeper, how dare you? Okay, Ginger said she's sending another 10 in Venmo. Thank you, Ginger, for that very, very kind donation when it comes through. She says she's sending 10 through Venmo. So thank you very much. That brings our total up to, I believe, 240, if I'm not mistaken. My hubby should be tipping me. I know, right? So yeah, let's big ups to Nompic for his 20. I appreciate that. I think we're up to are we up to 250 or 260? Ellie, I the numbers are evading me right now. Let's see. Nothing new in Venmo. I did get the previous 10 from a couple of people. Let's see. All right. So far, I think we're still. I don't have verification on that 10, Ginger, but maybe it's just taking a little bit. No worries. I was gonna say no boogies, but you know. I have a tip. Don't eat boogers. DOA's Booger Snack says. Thank you, Ginger. Let me quickly verify that. Not that I don't trust you, but sometimes we gotta, nothing yet. Like I said, it's probably just doing its thing. Oh, wait a minute. I think it just may have popped up. Yes, Ginger. Thank you very much. So we can add another 10 to that. Very, very good. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So let me make sure that I'm accurate on my numbers here. Yes. So what's that total at? I think we're at 260. Wow. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. $260 we've raised so far for Beth, and the whole point of this is Trickle Up with MLH. I'm going to challenge another person at the end of this. So at 11, I'll 11 my time, I will announce who is going to be challenged to do the same thing. Whatever the amounts is, they have to decide it. They have to put up something, and the hopefully the community will at least match what they put up. I put up $100. I'm not suggesting that the next person puts up $100, but a good not to put anybody on the spot or anything, but a good starting point would be like $25, right? I think that would be fair. I think that would be the minimum that I would say that we can expect. Yeah, I don't use MathKeeper. There's the links if anybody wants to trickle up. Make sure you click on any one of those, and I will, most certainly add that to the total. And right now we got a total of $260 going, which I will have it'll be a quick static video because, like I said, I don't want anybody to get in trouble or fired or anything like that. And you will see that, this person is going to receive it, and I'm sure she's going to. I'm not going to. You know what? I'm probably not going to. Math is hard, Vincent. Welcome on in, Vincent. Been a little bit, man. Nice to see you there, buddy. Welcome on in. You will see that I hand the money to the person. I don't want to put their face on camera, just in case. But I will be at the establishment and hand the money, and hopefully she. I know how she's gonna react, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. I mean, $260 is awesome. Yeah. Hold on, I'm getting a text here that I gotta respond. Yeah, and that's something else I want to make very, very clear to everybody. Nobody is under any obligation, right? The fact that you guys are here in chat, you're witnessing this. You want no tinkling on me, Vincent. We're trickling up. You know that saying, trickle down economics, and I always felt that it was condescending, right? To say trickle down economics, it sort of was like, the uppers are pissing on all of us, right? Yeah, exactly, Vincent. Like that's that's how it made me feel. I don't know how it made you all feel, but no. I'm definitely not showing her face. Not gonna do that because I don't want her. I would love to show you guys her very, very bright, vibrant smile, but yeah, she's gonna be completely surprised. And I think that's gonna be my reward for doing this, is to see her, to see her just light up is just gonna be something special. Hold on, I have to mute for just a second. Stick with me, folks. If you want to donate, the links are there. Trickle Up with MLH. We're going to turn trickle down economics on its head, hopefully, and I'm just hoping that we can gain a little momentum with it to raise awareness for economic disadvantages. So bear with me just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to talk to Bernie real quick about something. We're going to go for another half an hour, guys, because we've already met our goal, and I can't thank you how appreciative I am of all of you. It just, when I did the original stream to announce this stream, I couldn't have expected that before I even got to this stream that we matched this goal. So I am extremely grateful for all the donators, and I've replied on all platforms. There is one more thing that I do have to yeah, golden shower economics, exactly. Vincent, let me check to see if we got anything more in. I haven't gotten anything in PayPal in a long time, so nothing on PayPal. Let me go to Venmo. Okay. You guys caused me to miss breakfast. I just want you to know that. Let me check on Venmo, see if there's anything there. Nothing there. And let me take a quick. You know what? I think we can end this. I mean, I don't want to obligate anybody any further. Let me check Cash App just in case. Nothing left on Cash App. We're good there. And I'm going to transfer that so that way we're good. Yeah, there we go. When I go to present the money, I actually have the money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys and gals. Hold on one second. Can you just text them and say we're going to meet them over there? Yeah. Sorry, I had something come up here, and we've already met our goal. I'm not gonna pressure anybody to add any more to these coffers. I mean, everybody did really, really great, and we met the goal, and I am extremely happy, guys. I mean, $260 that we raised we raised 200 even. A little over 200 even before I started this stream. So this stream is kind of irrelevant, although I did want to explain again exactly who is going to. Oh, and here's who I'm going to challenge. Yeah, I knew that, Brandon. I'll talk about that on another stream. Here's who I'm going to challenge, and it's up to you guys and I will let him know too. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm challenging K-Dot. K-Dot is going to be the next person in this chain, hopefully chain of people that will do this, right? And I will explain it to him and so on and so forth. Trickle up, everybody. So that's who's going to get the next challenge. And I hope that he starts with at least $25. K-Dot, I hope you're listening. I put you on the spot. No, it's not Squatch. Although that would have been a good one too, Keeper. That would have been really great. But no, I'm challenging K-Dot, and I think he and his 30,000 subscribers can at least raise $100 for somebody in the community that he chooses. But yeah, we're all gonna. Here's the thing: we are all right. We all got to put pressure on K-Dot, including myself. Go over to his chats. Tell him, hey, did you accept MLH's Trickle Up challenge? Right? Kendrick Lamar, as Jay says. Yeah, I wonder who is Fabdriz. That's the intrigue of it, right? Okay. Again, I want to thank all of the generous donators. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to show a really, really, just a heartfelt thank you to everybody in chat, everybody listening on the streams. I will leave all the links open, obviously, and if you want it to go specifically to the Trickle Up Challenge and not to my lunch fund or breakfast fund, make sure you put in the description Trickle Up or Trickle, and I'll know exactly what it means. Okay, so yeah, let's put K-Dot's link into chat. Either Ferry, Ellie, somebody put K-Dot's link, so if you're not subbed to K-Dot, people can sub up. Get into his chats. We are going to make this a thing, guys. We're going to put pressure on K-Dot next. Good, fun pressure. Don't be mean to K-Dot. K-Dot's a great dude. If you would have cried a little bit and gave us some crocodile tears, you probably would have come up somewhere around $500. I understand. The links are still open, Nompic. Maybe we'll reach that goal. I don't know. I'll tell you guys if we reach any more donations in a future episode. Maybe the static that I do will announce the final total. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals out there. You guys rock. I love you all. Be kind to everybody. If you are suffering from your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, I'm distracted by 50 million things. I'm looking at chat. Here. Just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. I do this so often that, it just, but thank you guys so much. Dial 988 if you're having trouble in North America. That number will get you connected to somebody that can help you out immediately. If you're not in North America, type in your browser of choice, mental health help, and you will get connected to somebody that can help you out. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you and Vincent, that's a great message. Hug somebody who loves you. That's great, Vincent. I'm giving you a virtual hug, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bernie, you want to say bye to everybody? Keeper wants a bye from you, a sign off.
Bye.
Later, everybody. I love you all, man. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys on the next one.